Hello, welcome to another career transition talk with Toyin. I'm your host today, and today I'll be talking about cybersecurity. I'm sure none of us have heard about cybersecurity. Oh yes, and a lot of people are now looking into taking up the cybersecurity, the cyberspace. So what exactly is this thing about cybersecurity, and how can I transition into cybersecurity or take up the role of a system security specialist or a network security specialist, a cybersecurity expert, and quite a number of roles that can be occupied. The ISO risk manager, pen tester and analyst, system analyst, think about the roles. The roles are so enormous, and it's one of the key roles that you cannot afford not to have in an organization. So in every organization, it's important that you secure your data. Else there could be breaches and you could be exposed to different malwares, attacks, hackers, and the likes. So what are the courses or areas or roles that are available, and how can I actually transition into cybersecurity? So it's so interesting for you to know that there are quite a number of opportunities in the cyber world. Now today we've had series of emails from different organizations, both international and local, looking to recruit cybersecurity experts. And I'm sure you don't want to be left out. So if you are sitting there thinking about what can I do, where can I start into, how can I dive into technology, you may want to consider diving into cybersecurity, because there are lots of roles that are yet to be filled. So what are the things or skills that you can acquire that can make you jumpstart and you change your role from being a procurement officer or a procurement or a supply chain officer or whatever you are at the moment, or a human resource generalist or whatever it is, you want to dive into it. Cybersecurity is one key thing and very interesting. It's a very interesting profession to know. So we have several vendors who apparently are into cybersecurity, and I will just mention a few, and also areas and some basic skills that you should acquire for you to be able to certify yourself in some of those vendors offering courses. So I will first talk about the Easy Council. Easy Council is a vendor. They are based in Malaysia, and they're known for the cybersecurity proper. Like they do, there are several courses. They have several courses that talks about the forensic investigation, that talks about how to hack, that talks about how to how to do a pen test, and a whole lot. So, but if you want to go into that and you don't want to get yourself lost, you can actually start from their fundamental skills, which they have the CSCU, which is called the Computer End User program. Then they also have the Certified Ethical Hacker, which is also called the CE8. The current version they have now is the version 11. You may want to look into it. But before you go into all these various courses, I would actually remind you to have the fundamental skills, which is the networking. It's very important you have skills, or you've acquired skills on networking. You necessarily don't have to acquire the certification on networking, but it is very important, because if you don't have those fundamental skills, a lot of things will be new to you. You will be lost when you talk about the topologies, the terms they use. You will just be lost. The TCP, the IP address, the VPN, you will be lost. So I would just advise you have that fundamental. If you haven't watched my previous video, please watch my previous video on some of the fundamental skills you may want to look into. So let me assume you have networking, right? You have computer network. You have the skills required in the networking area. So I can then tell you to go into the CCS, the CSCU, and then you look into your Certified Ethical Hacker. Now, the Easy Council has several other courses. They have the Certified Forensic Investigation, which that is called the CHFI. They also have the penetration test, the LPT. which is, you know, another certification, but that's a bit far away. So I may just tell you to look into the CSCU and then the CEH. Now let's look at another vendor that is popular in Nigeria, in the US, in Canada, in UK, and almost all over the world. Is the ISACA. ISACA are known for risk management, cybersecurity, and you know, they are one of the high-end certifications you may want to look into. So if I were to tell you, okay, you want to take up a managerial role in the IT setting, right? I will tell you, okay, in as much as you have those required skills, the required business skills, I'll tell you to dive into courses like Certified Information System Manager, because this will help you to have a better holistic view on what is required of you in an IT department. Or you could also look at other courses like CISSP. So it's called the Certified Information System Security Professional. I personally have had series of calls abroad from the US, from the UK, talking about how they want to transition their career from where they are now to another higher level. So they want to acquire courses like the CISSP. So if you're looking at earning more, you want to add the 2 or 3 more zeros to the current thousands you're earning, please look into those certifications, the CISSP and the CISM. Now let's look at another vendor. Now we have other vendors by the SANS, right? I'm sure some of us may have not heard about them. SANS actually are into also cybersecurity. So that is where you hear about the incident response, threats and vulnerabilities of a network and the likes. So I think I've been able to mention a few. If I'm going to advise you, I'll just simply say don't complicate issues, right? Take it a step at a time, sincerely a step at a time. They are actually achievable. So if you're looking at the cybersecurity, like I said, I'll just do a recap of what I've said earlier. You may want to consider the very basic, right? Which is the computer security. Sorry, I didn't mention it. Computer security. See, computer security just helps you, breaks it down. What are the components that you should know? What are the things that you should look into when you are trying to secure an organization's data or network and the likes? You know, computer security is just the first thing for you to do. Of course, like I said, you need to have your networking skills, right? Then you go into other areas. You now decide which of the vendors do I want to go with. Do I want to go with ISACA? Do I want to go with EC Council? Do I want to go with SANS? Not to forget, please, we have several other vendors that are available, but these are few that are recognized locally and internationally. So if you want to look into that, you may look into your certified ethical hacker, like I mentioned earlier, and the like. So I hope I've been able to say something, but if you are still very confused, it's very easy. All you need to do, just call our numbers on the screen. You can also contact us through our WhatsApp link that is right there on the screen, and also subscribe to our channel for more information, and follow us as usual for more tips on how to jumpstart your career and earn those great opportunities that are out there. Thank you very much.